What's going on YouTube? Welcome to this video. I've actually made this video before, but didn't like how I made it, and I was rushing for work, and now I'm not rushing, so I figured I would make this video again. And this is a few tips for beginners. This is something that I've been working on this year. It's gotten me a little bit more distance, not by much, maybe 30, 40 feet, you know, nothing crazy. I'm only throwing, my max is about 300. My max now is probably 340 roughly, if I get a really good pull on it. I know I can pull a little bit farther than that, but a lot of times that's because of the wind, not because of my form. So it's got me a little bit more distance, but the thing I'm key on is it's giving me consistency. Right now I have a nagging foot injury. I'm playing 2 rounds today, but my tournaments are over with for right now. For the next 6 weeks, it'll just be me practicing and working on form. So that I can play better when I do tournaments. So, but the few things that I have worked on this year, one I'm not exactly able to work on right now is planting. Okay, so making sure when I plant basically not on my heel, not on my toe, but my full foot, and then I rotate over on my heel. With me having a foot injury, that is very key because me slamming on my heel every throw hurts like the dickens. So trying to work on that, using my full foot to throw. So when I plant, I'm trying to make sure that it's my full foot. It's not just this, it's my full foot in an athletic position so I can rotate through. That's number one. That's just something I'm kind of working on, but it does actually help me with consistency and accuracy. Now, the 2 things that I've changed this year that have really helped me. One is following my shoulder. So when I run up now, right, my last step used to be here, right? So I'm following the disc. I'm thinking that the disc is where my throw is going to go. So I try to line my disc up with where I think my shot should go. Now, does that work? Yes. But an easier way and a better way, it's also giving me distance as well, is to follow my shoulder. So there's a few things that this does. One is it gets me more accurate because now I follow my shoulder. So when I come through, I'm here, I'm trying to aim my shoulder where I want to. I may not be able to see the target, but I can see the target till I reach back, okay? So I'm lined up better instead of follow the disc, and try to follow, you know, get the disc on that line, get the shoulder on the line. Now, the other thing that I have done is I've really slowed down, especially on these practice rounds. I have been slowing down to the point of listening to music. One thing I have been listening to is Motown. Not so much today, but a lot of times I will listen to Motown on my phone because it's very rhythmic music, okay? So when I throw, I want to be in this rhythm, right? I don't want to be fast, slow, and then boom, right? I want to be like an athlete. An athlete, right, there's a rhythm to everything we do. It's just like in boxing. I used to get in the ring and do kickboxing, right? One of the things you learn is every fight has a rhythm. So once you find, every fighter also has a rhythm. So once you find that rhythm, you know, that's where you can exploit weaknesses, right? That's where you do broken rhythm. And a lot of times that's where you get your points at. So it's kind of the same thing here, right? I want to stay on a rhythm. I don't really care what the rhythm is. It could be fast if you want. If you're one that just runs up, but try to keep it at that same speed your whole shot. So don't try to go slow, fast. You know what I mean? Try to keep it on normal speed, and then pop. And your pull through really isn't fast, it's smooth. So whatever will get you the smoothest release. Because fast does not always mean a good form. And it also doesn't mean that you're going to throw the farthest, right? It's all about your form. So those are pretty much the 2 things that I have been working on. There are a few other things, but I don't understand them enough to make a video on. But these 2 I definitely do. And I'm going to show you what my form looks like. I'm going to try to find a video of me before form to my form that I'm working on today. So I did throw that low, but it was all basically one speed, and then I tried to follow my shoulder. So just something to think about. All right, guys.